Hey guys, Tabs McCaffrey here from the Urban Goddess Shop. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you are new. Today's video, I'm gonna go over what sold for us in the last week. It was a pretty good week, I'm not gonna lie. We had a crazy day on Wednesday, Thursday. This is for the week of May 17th to the 23rd. Our total sales, are you ready? $1,255, which is awesome. I feel like I had to work hard this week for these sales. We moved a lot of items and the average sale price was a little bit lower than the week before. One thing I'm learning is when your average sale price is higher, you don't have to work as hard because you're not shipping as much, you're not having to photograph as much, but I had a lot of kind of low cost items move out and old inventory move out last week. So I'm just gonna kind of break them down. I'm a Canadian reseller. I sell on Poshmark, eBay, Etsy, and Depop. Poshmark's my main jam. I love selling on there, although I'm starting to cross list onto other platforms more often, and I'm hoping I'm gonna start to see some more sales there. So on eBay, I sold a headset phone for $42. I did offer free shipping in this, and I've been kind of playing around with eBay. I kind of suck at it. I don't know very much, and I guess I haven't sold that many items on there. I've been playing with free shipping and I don't think it's something I'm going to keep doing. This was one of those items that fell into there. I have about $10 into the cost of goods for these and the shipping was $22. So you do the math. I didn't make very much. Kind of a learning experience. I just started picking up hard goods. If they would have been in great condition, hardly used, they would have sold very well. But these were like dirty and kind of stained and I had to clean them up, but they still didn't look that great. So yeah, I was just happy to see the move, made a couple bucks, they're gone. Learning experience. Next thing that I sold, I actually took a bunch of kids' clothes that I had to a buy-sell trade called Children's Place. I walked away with $48. I was hoping for a little bit more money as majority of the clothes were Aviva. Whatever it is what it is, I wasn't about to argue. And I don't know if you've ever been to a buy-sell trade, but you don't get to barter with them. Like, this is what they're offering you, take it or leave it, do you want all your clothes back? Of course I took it because I knew if I had to list all these things separately, I was going to end up making the same amount of money and I was going to have to put a lot more time and effort into it. Here's my tip. Anytime I have kids' clothes, I don't typically sell them in my closet as I don't find they sell for as much as adults. I'll kind of save them all into a bag and when I have a full bag, I take them to a buy-sell trade store, let them take them off my hands, give me some cash, and it's all good. This is the big one. So on Poshmark, we had $1,165 in sales, but let me tell you, I shipped out a lot of items. So our total packages were 40 packages sent out and the total items were 54. Like 54 items is a lot to ship out. We actually had a long weekend last weekend. It was our May long. I don't know if they celebrated in the States. Drop me a comment. Let me know. Did you guys have a long weekend last weekend? Anyways, we left for the lake on Friday. I try not to work as much when we leave on the weekends and I try and just enjoy the time with my family, which I was able to do. My average sale price, so it's gone down a little bit. I've had some really high average sale prices the last few weeks. This week was $21.57. Still good, it's over 20 bucks. I'm still shooting for 25. Hopefully things change a little bit this week. I'm not sure because I have to move some old inventory. Definitely have to get some old stuff moving out. And I'm gonna shout out the highest sale. The highest sale was on Poshmark and it was an Aritzia Sunday Best ruffle wrap dress in a size 4, which sold for $50. I had just listed it. It sold within 24 hours. I'm having really good luck with Aritzia dresses and especially ones that seem to be blue. I don't know what's going on, but blue dresses are selling like crazy right now. I have to tell you guys, I had a crazy day. So between Wednesday and Thursday, we had $506 in sales. What the heck? What was going on? I don't know if everyone was just like pre-buying before the long weekend and people are getting excited. They're getting excited to go do stuff. They're on their phones. I'm not sure. I have no idea what happened, but it was a crazy day. I took it and ran. Okay, let's break these down. There's a lot of sales to go over. Get your coffee, grab some cookies, let's dive in. First bundle to sell was a 2-piece bundle. This was pretty low. I've had both of these items for quite a while, a couple months. It sold for $14. In the bundle was a Soya Concept floral sleeveless top in a medium and a Banana Republic cream knit cardigan in a large petite. Not a huge sale. Get the week going. Next sale was another bundle. This sold for $40. In the bundle was an Eddie Bauer pink and gray long sleeve crew neck top and an Aritzia Wilfred pastel pink hooded sweater in a small. She did get a $3.50 shipping discount. That Aritzia sweater was a pretty quick one to me. Anytime I get Aritzia sweaters, they tend to sell within a week. Always looking for any of their brands in the sweater style, and it's very trendy right now. I don't know if you've been into any of the Aritzia stores. I know my oldest daughter, who's 18, is just loving their plain hoodies. Next item to sell was an Aritzia Wilfred purple dyed wrought cardigan sweater in an extra small. This sold for $26. She did get a $3.50 shipping discount. I think I did some offers to likes at the beginning of the week. I like to do that usually on Monday or Tuesday to just kind of kick it off, get some sales flowing, get the algorithm working in my favor. This is probably the 5th dyed wrought sweater I've sold. Always pick them up. They tend to flip, and they're usually not too much money at our local thrift stores just because they're kind of an older style. They've got to be like, I don't know, at least 10 years old. Just a classic sweater that everyone still loves. Next bundle to sell was a 2-piece bundle. This was a vintage pastel yellow graphic Mexico shirt in an XL and a pair of vintage blue denim high-rise jean shorts in a size 34. I actually cut these jean shorts myself. I made like a whole pile of them 2 weeks ago, and I think I'm only down to a couple pairs now. They've almost all sold and generally selling for like decent dollars, so I can't complain. Definitely gonna hoard jeans over next winter to make jean shorts in spring. Next bundle to sell was for $90. This was a vintage Mr. Jack's red plaid skirt and jacket set in a size 4. This was listed at $50 and I think I paid around $8 for it. So it was a pretty good deal. I think it was like $9.99 and then I had my 20% off coupon. Next item in the bundle was a Byline silk knit striped long sleeve turtleneck in a size small and a pair of Bay Club white leather woven T-strap sandals in a size 9 and a pair of Hob Hill Aubrey heeled sandals, gray leather in a size 9. In total, most of these items came from the bins except for that first 2-piece. I probably had maybe $12 or $13 in inventory. This was a really good sale, and she also got a $3.50 discount. Of course, on bigger bundles, I'm giving that discount on shipping. Next item to sell was a pair of Naturalizer Pango gray wedge sandals in a size 8. These were super cute. I knew when I found these that these were going to sell quick. They sold for $25. She actually already left me a love note and says, very nice and comfortable. Hope you love them. They are super cute. I like Clark and Naturalizer shoes. They tend to sell relatively quickly depending on the style and the colors. Something I'm always picking up. Next sale, and this is kind of starting like that big 24-hour period where things were just selling. So the first was an Adidas pink retro jacket in an extra small. This sold for $36. I've had this for a couple weeks and I actually snagged it for like I feel like it was under $6. Next thing to sell was a pair of Northern Reflections purple crop capri jeans in a size 18. These sold within a couple hours of listing. They sold for $20 and I grabbed these on my last bins trip. I count that as a win. I always say Northern Reflections moves depending on the style and the color. This was very spring colored. I feel like it was a win. It was something I would definitely pick up if I saw in a thrift store. Next item to sell was a pair of Lucky Brand flare leg mid-rise blue jeans in a size 30. These sold for $31. I am grabbing flare leg jeans still. I like these because they were a little bit of a medium wash, not quite a dark wash. So anything that's like a light wash or medium wash that's flare or wide leg, even boot cut, I'm grabbing right now. They tend to sell. I can thrift them for pretty low costs, or if you're able to grab them on like bag days or dollar days, whatever, if you can thrift those for low cost, I feel like you're guaranteed to make some money on them. Next item to sell, so this would be another pair of boot cut. This was a pair of silver jeans, Suki surplus distress wash in a size 36. They sold for $30. I also had just listed these and I think I grabbed these on my last bins haul. There was a bunch of like silver and like older style jeans in a bin and I just grabbed them all. I don't have troubles moving old style jeans. Like they don't have to be skinny. You can literally sell any style of jeans on Poshmark. I'm pretty confident for the right price, you can sell anything on there. Next item, this was like a super low cost one, was a tan neutral crochet knit cardigan sweater in a large. I actually even messaged her and said like, hey, you're gonna pay shipping on this. Do you want to add another item? She said she didn't see anything else that she liked. This was the only item that she wanted. So she paid $8 for the sweater. I think she was just looking for this style. So that's awesome. I'm happy when those kind of sales can go through. And obviously just making sure I communicate with them, being like, hey, you're paying shipping once. Do you want to add an item? And if they do, they do. If not, I did my due diligence of trying to help them. Okay, next item. This was our big sale. This was an Aritzia Sunday Best ruffle wrap dress in navy in a size 4. It sold for $50, and I actually had this set with a shipping discount of $3.50. So I've kind of started any items that are over $50, I'm offering a shipping discount on them, and it's just automatic because typically if someone builds a bundle and they spend over $50, I'm giving them a shipping discount anyway. I don't see why I wouldn't just mark those items with a $9.99 shipping option. Just me, just my business model. Doesn't have to apply to everyone, just sharing with you guys what I do. Next item to sell was a boho black v-neck crepe romper lace trim in a large. This sold for $20. I actually just thrifted this for like $3. I've sold 2 or 3 of these already this year, and they don't even have to be a brand name. It's just like a style that people are looking for. So if I see these kind of styles, I'm gonna grab them because they are selling and they're super cute out on the beach or with some wedge shoes and a nice hat. Like, they're just cute. Next item to sell was a pair of Levi's men's 501 straight leg button fly. These were a 38 waist by a 30 length. They sold for $29. We're still actually going on that day of like all those crazy sales. Next item was a Jurassic Park gray graphic shirt in a large. This sold for $10. I actually had sent out some offers to likes and I was just trying to clear out some inventory. I gave a $3.50 shipping discount and my earnings were $1.89. Not huge. I had grabbed this at the bins. I think I paid, like maybe 50 cents, $1 for it. Kind of a miss for me. Next bundle to sell was a 2-piece bundle. This sold for $33. It was a Gilmore black lace ruffle neck long sleeve top in an XL and a purple with black lace trim corset lingerie in a size 38. This went to Spooky Vicky and her and I had some great conversations. So I was so happy that we could figure out a bundle that worked for her, and I cannot wait for her to receive these because I looked at her closet and this is her style. It's gonna look so cute. Next item to sell was a black bow gray lace bralette in a medium. This sold for $10. This was another one of those things that I was just trying to clear out. So I gave a $3.50 shipping discount. My earnings were $1.89. And I think I paid like 50 cents for it. These kind of sales were like knocking down my average sale price and it was killing me inside. Just trying to like clear out some of this stuff. I'm renting out a room in this tiny little room with my shelves and I have so much stuff to list right now. So I have to kind of get things going through. Don't want to get stuck with summer inventory. I can't believe it's May and I'm like worried about getting stuck with summer inventory. All right, let's move on. Next item to sell was an El Naturalista Torcal N309 red leather sandal in a size 8. These sold for $31. I tossed this into Google Lens. That's how I got this title. It was kind of weird and abstract kind of words. It was exactly what showed up in Google Lens. These sold pretty quick. I think I've only had them for a couple weeks in the closet and I had thrifted them for a pretty good price. That was a good one. That was a pretty good flip. Next item to sell was a Sarah Piscini charcoal gray tank top. The Sarah Piscini, I don't know if you've ever grabbed them, but they are one size items and they tend to be pretty forgiving in like stretch and material type and stuff. They're pretty expensive. So this item sold for $20. They did get a $3.50 shipping discount and my earnings were $11.84. Another item that just didn't have a really good return, and I'm not sure why because when I looked up the comps on these items, they did pretty good. I did notice a lot of them had really nice stock photos, and I couldn't find a stock photo for this top for the life of me. And I think sometimes that can make or break an item, especially a tank top that's supposed to like hang a certain way and that like shows detail. My photos just didn't do it justice. That's something we're thinking about when you're trying to sell items that are a higher dollar value. Sometimes those stock photos work good. And I know there's a bunch of rules around stock photo use, and you need to use them at your own discretion. It is your choice, your business. I do find sometimes stock photos can sell items. I take a lot of my own pictures, but sometimes I just use my judgment and throw in a stock photo. Okay, next item to sell was a baby blue Traditions knit cardigan sweater. This was in a 3X. It sold for $20. I've had this one for a little bit. Happy to see it go, not gonna lie. Next item to sell was a Toby lilac open flutter back spaghetti strap dress. This was in a size small. It sold for $23. I grabbed this at the bins like quite a few months ago, and it took me a long time to list it because I hate listing things that are really long. I don't know why, but I feel like they never photograph properly. I struggled to find a good stock photo of this, and I feel like if I would have had like a bridal party stock photo that this would have sold for more money. Whatever, it is what it is, and it's sold and it's out of my inventory, which is the most important part. Okay, next item to sell was a vintage Mountain Gear fleece sweater jacket in a size large. This sold for $8. I've had this since last winter. That's so crazy. I've had this since last winter. It's been hanging in my closet. I think I started probably somewhere around $30. It made it down to $8, and I'm cool to see this one go. Get the heck out of here, Felicia. Next item to sell was a pair of Decode purple leather knee-high heeled boots. These were in a size 40, but they sized as a 9.5. I actually went on their website to look up their sizing. I've sold quite a few pairs of Decode boots. So these are DKODE. That's how you spell it. They tend to sell pretty good. Now, these didn't sell for as much as I've sold the other ones. Usually I'm selling them for $50 to $100. But I think it was my photos, and they were really hard to photograph, these boots. It was like the tone, the hue, the shading, I don't know. They just didn't look right, and I feel like that's totally what affected it. And also, they're a bit of a bigger size, so sized as a 40 is a little bit of a harder sale. I find when you get over like 9.5, they tend to move a bit slower. Still pretty good. I think I paid $8 for them. Next sale was a white striped thermal waffle knit shirt in an XL. This sold for $12. I think it was like a Denver Hanes. I did give them a $3.50 shipping discount, which put my earnings at $3.80. Not a huge profit. My ultimate goal is that these kind of items get tossed in with bundles, and they don't always. And sometimes I have to give a shipping discount, and sometimes I make next to nothing. At least I've made the inventory move through. I don't know. It's like a learning experience, guys. It's a total learning experience. Is there anything that you pick up, or do you pick up items that you think are like, whatever, I'll make $5 or $10, and you literally end up making like $1 or $2? Such a sad moment. I feel like it happens like so often to all of us. Next sale was an RVCA men's owl graphic print shirt in a size large. This was reverse tie-dyed. I just did this a couple weeks ago and gave it some new life. So I went from a top that was probably garbage because it was stained to something that was cool and resellable. I am a huge reworker. I love reworking. I love upcycling clothes. I like reverse tie-dyeing. If you don't know, reverse tie-dyeing is using bleach instead of tie-dye. And I do pretty similar to what you would do for tie-dye. Put elastics, pour the bleach water mixture. I usually mix it like 1-to-1, so half bleach, half water. And I use like an old soap, like a Dawn soap dispenser thingy, you know what I mean? Mix it in there and has a little squirt. And I like to do like, I don't know, 15 items at a time. I usually hoard them together, do them all at once. Anyways, good sale. Happy to see it go. Gave it some new life. Next bundle to sell. And this is still that same day. Like this was crazy. Next bundle to sell was a Guess men's blue heather acid shirt in an XL and a pair of vintage Levi's orange tab straight leg jeans in a size 28. This bundle sold for $55. They sent me an offer and I accepted it. Next item to sell was a Calvin Klein nude lightly lined t-shirt bra in a 34B. This sold for $8. I gave them a $3.50 shipping discount. So like under $9, you should not give shipping discounts because you're gonna lose money. So my earnings were negative 11 cents. I owed Poshmark 11 cents for this item. Boo, but whatever, it moved, it's gone. I no longer have it in my inventory. You gotta sell some of these things just to get rid of them. Okay, next item to sell was a Didier Lamarthe. I don't even know if I'm saying this. I'm sure I'm butchering this. It's French. France black leather shoulder bag. This sold for $36. I gave them a $3.50 shipping discount, which put my earnings at $24.48. I grabbed this bag at the bins and I had no idea what it was. It just felt good. Like the leather was nice. It had really good detailing on the button, and usually when you see that, it has some sort of value. So I grabbed it. When I got home, I saw it. It was pretty cool. Never heard of it. I think if it would have been a soft leather style, it would have sold for more. Next item to sell was an NBA Lakers yellow tie-dye short sleeve shirt in a large. I tie-dyed this myself, or reverse tie-dyed it. It did sell for $20. I've had a lot of really low offers on this shirt and I've really stuck my ground. $20 was the lowest I was willing to go. I knew it was a cool item. I just needed to find the right person. And I think I only have a couple tie-dye items left now in my closet. Next item to sell was a Crochetta blue denim and crochet patchwork jacket. This sold for $20. I had never seen Crochetta, and doing some research, they're actually pretty cool kind of grandma core style items. Most of the time it's like material that's crocheted together into patchwork or like crocheting inserts. I don't know how to describe it, but they're super cute. All right, next bundle to sell was a two-piece bundle. This was a Northern Reflections cream fleece floral with a quarter zip and a Papillon tropical print sleeveless blouse in a large. This sold for $36. That tropical print shirt I have literally had since last summer, so I was happy to see this in the bundle and would have given it away for free, which if I look at what it sold for, that was my add-on. That was my, here, take this top, get it off of my hands, and I'll give you a deal on the sweater. Okay, so next item to sell, we are now going out of those $500 and whatever sales. Now moving on was a Shasa wrap striped dress, pastel color in a medium. This sold for $20. I had grabbed this back with that 40% off coupon, and I think I'm starting to wrap up these dresses now. Kind of a learning experience, learning what sells and what doesn't. When I was shopping with that coupon, I grabbed a lot of things, even if they didn't have a brand name. I was picking up on style. And what I've learned over the last few months from this big dress buying I did, the items that sold the best tend to be those brand name dresses. Don't get me wrong, my style dresses are still selling, but not for what maybe I thought they would sell for. And definitely want to make sure that you're paying less than $5 if you're picking up a dress strictly on style to sell. This is another bundle with a dress in it from that 40% off coupon. It sold for $54 and it was a three-piece bundle. The first one is an Everly orange chiffon open back dress in a size large. Next item was a backdrop tan crochet knit top in an XL. And the third item was a Reitman's green floral embroidered ruffle sleeve top in a large. So besides for that dress, which I'd grabbed at the coupon, the other two items I'd grabbed at the bins, my earnings were $42 on this bundle, which is pretty good considering cost of goods is around $10. Okay, next bundle to sell was for $50. This was a two-piece bundle. Stork traditional Huarache, I don't know how to say that. I could say it in my head, but it never comes out of my mouth right. Flat sandals in a 9.5 and an Urban Outfitters Out From Under waffle long sleeve top in a large. Bundle sold for $50. I was happy with this. She had sent me the offer, which I accepted. Next item to sell was a pink and black tweed blazer jacket in a size 8. This sold for $11. I'm sad about this one. I thrifted it back in fall thinking that it would do well because it was like kind of that Clueless style blazer. Literally, I've had this priced everywhere. I've sent out so many offers on it. I probably paid $8 for it because I usually don't pay more than $10. And then I have my 20% off coupon that I usually use. Yeah, not huge earning. Actually, my earnings were $6.85. I know I lost money on this. Yeah, totally. Next bundle to sell was a two-piece bundle. This sold for $52. It was a vintage Northern Reflections pink sweatshirt in an XL, which I actually recently thrifted, and a vintage cotton ginny black windbreaker vest in a size large. I've had this one for a couple months. I thought it would sell quickly and it just didn't. Next item to sell was a vintage two-piece lingerie dress and robe in a size medium. This sold for $30. I've had this one for a while, but more because it took me like months to list it. I dread listing long items. I feel like the color doesn't stay the same in the photo that I take, and therefore I struggle editing the picture so that it just looks uniform and true to tone and things like that. This was a really cool piece, and I think I hoped that this would sell for a little bit more because it was so unique. Whatever, I took the 30 bucks. I had about $8 in inventory, and I've literally had it for months, like months. See you later. Get the hell out of here. I gotta be careful on thrifting long items, especially since I know I don't like photographing them. Oh well. Okay. Next item, Adidas Toronto Raptors tie-dye shirt in a medium. This sold for 20 bucks. I recently did this myself, and I found this one at the bins. It was in pretty rough shape, so I knew it would kind of give it that like vintage, grungy kind of look, and it turned out. Next item to sell was a patchwork knit oversized sweater cardigan in an XL. This sold for $30. I've had this for a good month, and I feel like I thought it was going to sell really quick just because it was so unique and the colors were really nice. Lots of likes, just no one biting on it. She sent me an offer for $30, which I accepted. And the last sale for the week was a bundle. This sold for $44. It was a men's floral tropical print button down in a 3XL and a vintage 90s El Dorado Pinafore denim dress in a 1X. Like I said, $44 with a $3.50 shipping discount, which I took, and that wrapped up the week, which was a pretty awesome week in my books. Okay, let's talk about strategies. So I always like to do a strategy every week, kind of what was I doing? So things that stood out for me that I did early was I listed a ton of items on Wednesday. And that was when I started to notice the sales rolling. When I start to notice sales rolling, I make sure that I'm listing items. Like, I don't even know how many I listed, probably at least 25, maybe even 30 items on Wednesday. It was a busy day for me. I had a bunch of other things to do because I worked Monday, Tuesday. I also did some strategic sharing. When I noticed items are starting to sell, people are on the app, they're liking my things, things are happening, my phone is dinging a lot, I want to make sure that I'm sharing at those times because that's when there's a bunch of people on the app. And like I said earlier, I don't really know what was going on this week. I take advantage of when I see the app is busy. That is like, if there's no one on, if I share my closet and no one likes anything, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to pay attention to this for a while and I'll hop back on later at night. If it's during the day and I'm like, holy moly, like things are happening, I want to be on the app. I want to make sure I'm sending offers to likes. I'm communicating with people. I'm trying to upsell them. If you're buying one item, do you want to add another item? I'll give you a deal. That kind of thing. I had to get all my sales rolling because we were going to be gone on the weekend. And also Friday, I had to do a bunch of grocery shopping for the lake and just running around. So Thursday was like my go hard or go home day, and I went hard. It paid off. Definitely strategic sharing. I talk about that a lot. And make sure you have items up. If you want to sell, say, 2 or 3 items a day, you need to list probably double that. Depending what your sell-through rate is, if you have a really high sell-through rate, you may not have to. Like I find for us, if I can list 50 to 60 items in a week, I can usually sell between 40 to 50. We have a pretty good sell-through rate in our closet, and that's just working with like pricing, photos, and just style the right items. Depending what yours is, you probably need to double that. If you want to sell 2 items a day, you need to list at least 4 a day. I know it sounds crazy, but once you get into this habit, it's actually not that bad and you can do it. I believe in you. Okay, I want to hear, how were your sales? Any crazy sales? Any crazy days? Did you have a busy day between Wednesday and Thursday? Drop it in the comments. I want to know, what is your busiest day of the week? I used to say mine was Monday and then sometimes it's Sunday, but a Wednesday, Thursday? What the heck? I don't know. Okay, I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. If this video helps you in your reselling journey, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed, tap that subscribe button. I'm so close to getting 1,000 subscribers, and I am so appreciative of all of you guys tuning in for my videos, commenting. I love having conversations with you guys and just getting to know you all. So make sure you hit subscribe and drop a comment. Let's chat. Other than that, I'm out of here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.